Hello and welcome to Planet Power Tarot. This is for the sign of Aries, and this is for the week of October 23rd through the 31st, actually the last week of October. So I'd like to start by getting an oracle card to get a sense of the energy moving into this final week of October. And I also like to take this time to thank everyone for stopping by and sharing your time with me. I truly appreciate it. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in here, see what we have for Aries. Door to personal healing and happiness. Well, that's a nice message. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and also grab a little earth magic here for the introduction. Ceremony, invocation. Okay, well, maybe that's part of the healing, right? The personal healing. Some of you have been meditating, getting closer to spirit, having a ceremony, taking time out, and doing the work. So good on you, Aries. So before we begin, I just wanted to talk about a few planetary aspects. So we know that Saturn is moving direct in Aquarius October 22nd. We also know that we have a solar eclipse on the 25th, and I talked pretty much about that for the month of October. So if you'd like a reminder, just go ahead and click on your Aries October, and that would be your review for the solar eclipse. We also have a Jupiter retrograde in Pisces on the 28th, and of course, Mars, your ruler, is going to be retrograde on October 30th. So let's see if we can get some tarot guidance here and talk about what all of this means for you, Aries. Okay. So we have the Chariot, Eight of Pentacles, the World, okay, and we have the King of Wands, the High Priestess, and we have the Six of Pentacles. Well, so a good start. We have three major arcana cards here: the World, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. And of course, it's a water signs, Pisces, Cancer energy. And of course, the Chariot is Cancer energy as well. And this is the collective, the World, which indicates a successful completion during this period, which should be heartwarming for you, because according to this oracle and the energy that I'm receiving here, this has been a time for some personal healing and growth. And you've done a lot of the hard work. So some of you have been taking a look at your inner circle, Aries. This has been a period where, you're going to probably continue to do that, because Scorpio season is a little bit more intense and emotional than you're used to. And that's just the nature of Scorpio. And we know that October 30th, Mars going retrograde, which of course is a big deal for you. This is a time for you to slow down, because retrogrades mean that anyways. And it's also a time to watch your words. So let's talk about what you've been doing and what's been going on. So we know that this period has been successful, and there is a promise of a very satisfactory conclusion with the World. The Eight of Pentacles indicates that you have been hard at work. You have been doing the things that you needed to do to keep things going, to get a critical eye. And as I had mentioned, some of this critical eye has been falling in your personal relationships, not just your professional ones. The Chariot indicates a need or a desire to move on. And that fits your personality. But with Mars retrograde, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be fast moving. And this is something that is going to take deliberate steps. Now, the King of Wands is all about fiery, beautiful action, Aries, your domain, your passionate drive and personality. And the King of Wands showed up for you and is looking over here saying, yeah, we're not quite ready to go full blast with the Chariot to move on, but we will. We will when the timing is right. And of course, the High Priestess represents your intuition. And I have a feeling, and it's also a spiritual advocate, and I have a feeling that some of you have been tapping into this energy, especially since these oracle cards are talking about some healing and some, deep soul searching and some ceremonies and invocations and, manifestations and just getting into that space, that quiet space for you to take a look at where you are and where you want to go. And the Six of Pentacles is always wonderful to receive for us all, because this indicates a balanced and equitable outcome. So let's see if we can get some additional help here. So we have the Three of Cups, beautiful, the Temperance, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. The Sun card, gorgeous. The Five of Pentacles, some internal struggle there. And we have beautiful Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, which we'll talk about because even though it's going retrograde back into Pisces, October 28th, we're all going to feel it. So I'm glad that that showed up, that Jupiter energy. Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is about an emotional opportunity, an emotional movement forward, because that's what Knights represent, moving forward. This is not the fastest knight by any stretch of the imagination. Of course, the Swords is the swiftest, and then the Knight of Wands, and then the Cups, and of course the Pentacles is slow and steady. And that matters because, as we talked about, we're not ready to go full blast here. The Chariot will be moving, not at a real fast speed. We know that the Wheel of Fortune moves at a measured pace, and that's important because with all of these big planets that have been visiting us and transiting and retrograding, and of course Saturn's coming in with a retrograde, Jupiter's coming in with another retrograde, Mars is retrograding in Gemini. It just is hard to get any forward motion. So we're going to be thankful for the measured, deliberate motion forward. Okay, now the next one is Temperance, and I will ring my bell for her because she is a divine intervention card. And this card shows up when we need to stay in balance, when we need to heal. And I think you have healed. You have been doing a lot of personal work. And this card says you have been healing, and you have found some of these areas to let go and to regain some happiness. And that's beautiful work. So she shows up and says, you got to continue this. This is kind of that deep place, that quiet place. And of course, you're much more comfortable, Aries, in a little bit more of an exciting environment and a more passionate and fiery and let's go. And we get it. And we need that energy, and we're going to look forward to it. But again, the universe is pacing us at a deliberate speed for a reason. So the Three of Cups comes in, and it is to remind us, right, that we are going to have some periods to slow down and to celebrate with our loved ones and to surround ourselves with the people that we truly love. And these are our family and friends. And you have been in this period where you have really been reviewing your inner circle. And I think some of you, Aries, are going to make some changes with that inner circle. Some of you are looking forward to add some members, and some of you are looking forward to releasing some. And that is a beautiful, and that is what this hard work has probably been around too. Healing and your happiness has something to do with the relationships that you have been reviewing and reevaluating. So then we have the Sun card, and this is a promise of a very happy day. I love this card. It's a big yes, yes, yes from the universe. It says whatever you've been wishing for, working on, manifesting with this High Priestess energy, it is going to show up for you. Now, the Five of Pentacles in between this Wheel of Fortune tells me that this is this energy that really has something to do with your inner circle. It has something to do with what you've been reviewing, what you've been healing, what you've been looking to get back into balance with. And someone in your inner circle, this Five of Pentacles, has needed some assistance, has needed some help, and there was a close bond. And I believe that this person has kind of held you back a little bit, has put you in a position of, not feeling yourself. And sometimes we just have to get to the point where we let go of those relationships. Now, I'm not suggesting anybody who needs assistance and help is to be cut loose. What I'm suggesting is that there has been someone in your life, perhaps your inner circle, that has been holding you back, that has been, leaning on you a little bit too heavily and relying on you a little bit too much, and you kind of lost your way. So that period is coming to an end, and the Wheel of Fortune is promising a better, more beneficial, luckier period, because that is what the Wheel of Fortune represents. It represents good fortune, it represents good luck, and this is your reward, dear Aries, for doing the work, right? For doing the personal healing, for taking the time to meditate and to have this invocation period where you have been doing a lot of self-assessment. So bravo for you. Sunnier days, fortunate days are ahead of you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Please come back to visit me, and please subscribe if you can. Wishing you balance, peace, and harmony. I will see you soon.